If you grew up in America during the 90s, Kmart was everywhere. The blue light specials, the echo of a crackly PA, and those endless aisles of everything you probably didn't need, but bought anyway because it was cheap. Kmart was part of the landscape, stitched into daily life with the same red and blue branding from California to Connecticut. Fast forward to now, and Kmart is basically a retail cryptid in the US. But down under, mate, Kmart is not only alive, it's a national obsession. People here will line up for hours just to get their hands on a $9 kettle. The store drops a new line of homewares and Instagram explodes. It's like Kmart became the Taylor Swift of retail, American-made, but somehow bigger in Australia. So how does a brand go from being a punchline in one country to an influencer's playground in another? Why did Kmart flop in its homeland but win Aussie hearts one hack at a time? This is the wild story of retail resurrection. To understand why Kmart is so different here, you have to start with its wild ride in the States. Launched in Michigan in 1962, Kmart was a true American dream. Massive stores, cheap prices, and everything you could possibly want under one roof. If you needed socks, lawn chairs, a goldfish, and a wedding cake, Kmart had your back. By the 80s and 90s, they had over 2,400 stores across America. The Blue Light Special wasn't just a sale, it was an event. People would literally run to the aisles. In its heyday, Kmart was so dominant it even beat out Walmart for a while, which, let's be honest, is a flex. But as the new millennium rolled around, the cracks began to show. Competition got brutal. Walmart drove prices lower, Target upped the style game, and online shopping started creeping in like a retail bogeyman. Kmart, on the other hand, was stuck in the past. Their stores were aging, their shelves half-stocked, and the iconic blue light felt more like a warning than a celebration. Then came the big mistake. Kmart bought Sears. Imagine being trapped in a sinking ship and deciding the best move is to chain yourself to another sinking ship. That was the Kmart/Sears merger. It didn't go well. Stores became sadder, messier, and emptier. The Kmart brand faded away in plain sight. Bankruptcy filings came and went. The last time anyone made a Kmart run was probably to film a TikTok about urban decay. Today, there are fewer than 10 Kmart stores left in the entire US. Some say they're portals to the upside down. If you spot one, take a photo. Future generations may not believe you. But while the American Kmart story was fading, a very different chapter was just beginning down under. Kmart landed in Australia in 1969 as a joint venture with Coles. It looked like its American cousin, big, boxy, packed with affordable basics, and absolutely everywhere. For decades, Kmart was fine. You went there for cheap school uniforms, plastic party plates, and maybe a cheeky pick and mix from the lolly bar on your way out. It was convenient, cheap, and always slightly daggy. It didn't matter. Nobody went to Kmart for an experience, just for the savings. Then came the turning point, the 2010s. Retail in Australia was struggling thanks to the global financial crisis and the slow, creeping threat of online shopping. Target was confused about whether it was fancy or budget. Big W was stuck in a never-ending identity crisis. But Kmart got bold. A new CEO took charge and made a series of radical decisions. Instead of trying to be everything to everyone, Kmart slashed its product range, cut the dead weight, and doubled down on what worked. They focused on their own designs, simple, Scandi-inspired homewares, clean lines, and muted colors that made everything look way more expensive than it really was. Forget cluttered aisles of random junk. Now it was neat, tidy, and even a bit chic. They modernized their stores, ditched the chaos, and suddenly, shopping at Kmart felt less like punishment and more like a treasure hunt. People started noticing the quality wasn't just good for the price. It was good, period. Kmart's prices stayed rock bottom, but the stuff on offer started looking designer without the designer markup. And then, the internet did what the internet does best. It created a craze. Instagram feeds exploded with KmartHacks, budget makeovers, clever storage solutions, and upcycled finds that looked way pricier than their $7 price tag. Facebook groups became support groups for people addicted to Kmart homewares. TikTok took it even further, with teens and young adults posting viral Kmart hauls, shop with me videos, and wait for the glow-up makeovers. Kmart became the unofficial sponsor of Australian DIY culture. School teachers swapped lesson plan tips and which Kmart baskets fit the most markers. University students compared which storage tubs stacked best in a share house. Even grandparents got in on the act, sending their grandkids links to the latest must-have lamp. The Kmart drop became an event. people would line up early just to see the new season's products hit the shelves. While American Kmart was closing up shop, Kmart Australia was becoming a social media darling, one $3 coffee mug at a time. So, how did we get here? Why did Kmart in Australia outlive and outshine its American namesake? It comes down to two words: reinvention and relevance. In the US, Kmart failed to change. They let stores get dingy, clung to outdated stock, and missed the e-commerce boom almost entirely. Their biggest innovation was surviving bankruptcy twice. But in Australia, the Kmart team listened. They cut the fluff, designed products that people actually wanted, and used direct sourcing to keep prices low without sacrificing quality. Store layouts were improved, staff were retrained, and shopping there became fun again, not just functional. Kmart became a store for everyone, teens, parents, retirees, because it made the basics feel special. Meanwhile, Target and Big W either didn't notice or couldn't react quickly enough. By the time they tried to copy Kmart's playbook, it was too late. The Kmart cult had already taken over. But Kmart's story isn't just about business, it's about culture. Over the past decade, Kmart has become something bigger than a store. It's almost a rite of passage. The number KmartHacks and viral hauls turned shopping into a sport, but it's more than that. Kmart products sneak into Aussie homes the same way Vegemite sneaks onto toast. Your first share house? Kmart plates. Your first apartment move? Kmart shelves. Every family has at least one Kmart laundry basket, maybe two. People build entire Facebook groups to show off their $7 lamp upgrades. Even the phrase Kmart run has become Aussie slang for, "I only went in for batteries, now I need a trailer." It's not just about the bargains, it's about the feeling that anyone, no matter their budget, can make their space look good. Kmart has given Aussies a kind of creative permission. Go wild, have fun, and never pay full price if you can help it. The real legacy of Kmart in Australia isn't just the homewares or the hacks, it's the way it's turned shopping into a shared, slightly cheeky national pastime. And in a world of faceless global chains, Kmart feels, oddly, like it belongs to us. Now, Kmart is as Australian as meat pies and Macca's runs. People trade Kmart hacks at BBQs. New releases are events. It's the only place where you can score a velvet ottoman, an air fryer, and a pack of jocks in one trip, and still have change from a 50. Some Aussies genuinely don't remember a time when Kmart wasn't cool. And here's the kicker: Aussie Kmart is now totally independent from its American ancestor. The only thing left in common is the name and that familiar red logo. Kmart Australia and Kmart US are about as related as Crocodile Dundee and a Marvel movie reboot. And only one is still packing out shopping centers on a Saturday morning. So next time you see a viral Kmart hack or line up for the new drop at your local store, remember, this isn't just another retail chain. It's a comeback story, a business case study, and a national love affair all rolled into one. In the States, Kmart is a meme. In Australia, it's a miracle. So, what's your best Kmart hack? Do you remember the old Kmart days, or are you a recent convert who only knows the viral version? Drop your stories in the comments, smash like if you've ever found a bargain at Kmart, and subscribe for more retail mysteries and brand deep dives. Thanks for watching, and if you see a blue light special in the wild, take a photo. It might be the last of its kind.